Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Nina, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about something that I've been wanting to do for a couple of, let's say years. It's been months or years, and that is bullet journaling. I've been on Pinterest enough to fully believe that if I get into bullet journaling, all of my life's problems will be solved. So let's get started, but I am going to warn you guys that even though it's 10:30, we are knee deep in this quarantine, and so my neighbor's kids are out and about having a great time, and the dogs are not happy about it. So you'll probably hear some barking. I will try to clean it up as much as possible, but if I wait any longer, I will be unconscious, and all of this makeup will go to waste. Alright, let's get started. I looked at a ton of different journals, and I know that there's a kind of standard, but I'm very particular about my stationery. So when I was searching, I really wanted a brand that wouldn't have bleed through, that had enough pages to support a whole year, and that had a certain aesthetic. So you'll see what I'm talking about when I actually open up the box. But those things were very important to me. Bleed through is one of those things that I knew would bother me if I tried to let it go, or if I tried to get a thinner piece of paper just to deal with it, or to have an easier time shopping. So I didn't do that. I decided to splurge on this, and it was a splurge. This whole purchase came out to be about $54, which, yeah, I I have a whole notebook collection. I have a drum full of pins, all of which are special to me. I'm used to spending quite a pretty penny on whatever I get. However, this purchase was excessive. So I want to make sure that it is of a quality that actually demands this kind of price tag. And if it's not, then next year I guess I'll be looking for a different company to shop from. This is obviously not sponsored in any way. This is my 4th video, so all opinions are mine, and all of my opinions are perfect. Of course, why not? So let's get started. So here is the box. Here is the lovely Amazon box that I actually got, I want to say almost a month ago, that I never did more than open to make sure all of the items were in there, because again, that chronic illness life, I didn't have time. Oh, and also another point I wanted to make when making this purchase was that I don't like to spend money on myself. I almost always feel like it's a waste. And again, with keeping up with my whole I'm gonna do things that make me happy, and mental health and all of that good stuff, I decided that this was worth it, especially because it's for my blog. It's for you guys. Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna open it now. Alright, let's do this. Before I actually open the journal itself, I'm going to get these little items out of the way. I had to buy special pins for my journal, and you'll see why. Even though I was just talking about how I have barrels full of pens, this particular brand of stationery demanded something special. So I got these Jelly Roll metallic pens that I haven't used since middle school, but I remember them fondly. And I also got Pentel Milky Pops. Pentel is probably one of my more comfortable brands for pens, so I figured I need pastels. They have pastels. Why not? The brand that I chose is Scribbles That Matter. Ta-da! Now, they don't sell their bullet journals as a whole group anymore. So now what you do is you buy an insert which has the paper that you want and a portfolio-esque
sleeve that you use to put the papers in. And that's where the cost really comes from. Each separate aspect costs about $30, give or take. That ended up being $53, and I don't think I included the pens in that cost because you don't necessarily need the pens that I got, but you know, that's what you needed. But that's what you needed to get started on this. So again, not the best if you're on a budget, not the best option, but I justified it to myself because it's something that I wanted. I don't usually get things that I just want, and I figure this costs about as much as like a month's worth of Dunkin's, so cool, and it'll last me a year, so cool. I'm gonna start with the sleeve because I figure that's the part that I'm going to see the most often, and I got kind of a color I wouldn't usually get to go with this, so I'm a little nervous that it'll be kind of garish, which is hilarious if you consider the fact that my hair is like bright red right now. So, wrapped in plastic, let's just... Alright, where were we? Now that I've got my tiny Excalibur. Alright, wrapped in plastic. Super careful not to damage the packaging or the items inside. You guys can also see that I got the A5 standard sleeve. I was hoping that it would fit into my purse, but that does not look like a thing. And ta-da! It is very yellow. This is a straw pigment. It's not like a bright, painful yellow. It is a kind of mustardy yellow. You can see right here it's got the embossing of the brand name. It also has slots for cards. They put them lined up like this so that you can fit more stuff into them. And then it's got these nice little webbed options. It also comes with these little tethers, which they didn't really need to put in, but I appreciate. Ta-da! And then a little spot for your pencils. Cool. So it feels like it's made out of sturdy material. There's no pocketing on the stitching that I can see. It looks like a high quality sleeve, so I'm pleased with this. I don't hate the yellow and black, even though I tend to kind of steer away from yellow, but that's okay. Let's do the insert. Same as last. You can see, ooh, this is a heavy boy. So there's that. Here's the Scribbles That Matter brand. All of the bullet journals that I looked at were dotted as opposed to dashed or lined, just personal preference. That's what I wanted. I wanted dots. Ooh, so right off the bat, the packaging is really upscale. There's that. The plastic is very high quality. No, just this box right here. That's a nice box. Guys, I appreciate the small things. And here is my paper. Ooh. Wow, this is actually, I wonder if this will fit in here. It will not. I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but it's like, it's sturdy. I don't want to throw it away. So here's my insert. Yes, you are seeing this correctly. This is black paper, and I'm not gonna lie, this had a lot to do with my decision-making process. As soon as I saw the black paper, I was like, well, that's getting purchased. This is a really cool, unique option that they have. Okay, so the insert itself has like a nice cover to it. So I suppose if you really didn't want to buy the sleeve, or you wanted to buy your own sleeve or make your own sleeve if you were artistically inclined, you could probably do that. It feels very sturdy, like this is me trying to bend it. The first page has the, I don't know if you can see it because it's really fine, scribbles that matter, logo, dotted journal, a little place to put your name, date, all that good stuff. The paper is thick. That girl thick, okay? I didn't want any bleed through, and I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that. It also explains why the journal itself is so thick, because it had to be in order to hold the paper weight. The dots are visible but not distracting, so there's that. The spine, as I'm opening the pages more, I really wanted it to also lay flat for when I'm drawing or when I'm plotting. It looks like it's going to do a good job of that once I crease the spines. And so there's a color key, a bullet code, nice interesting indexes. So there's plenty of space. They give you a couple of pages where you can follow their guidelines, and then the rest is just dots. Like I wanted, yay! Oh, and they're numbered. I appreciated that they were numbered on the ends. Some people don't like that. Some people want to add their own numberings. I'm fine with it being numbered. Here at the back is a pen test, and then just something for mindfulness. So I think it's really cute, and I kind of love it. It goes in, let's see, how did you slip this bad boy in? So again, thicky cover. Good question. I'm not going to put it on the inside of the other sleeve just because it has the protection this way. But I don't want to crease this line that much straight out the gate. We'll see what I end up doing. And I'll do probably an update. Alright, so usually I'd switch back to my other camera, but it's actually dead anyway. As I was recording, it died, and Matthew was like, "Did you charge it?" I was like, "Boy, don't. It is too late for this." So I already put on all my makeup and everything. Like, we are not stopping. This is happening. However, it has to happen. So that was my unboxing for my bullet journal. I am very excited to use it. I tend to be really late when it comes to trends. Like, I guess if you're interested in bullet journaling, you've probably already been doing it for a couple of years, or following somebody who does it, and you already have a whole system down. So we're gonna do this late ones, and we're just gonna have fun with it. I hope you guys enjoyed my quick-ish bullet journaling unboxing. I enjoy filming it. I've been trying to get this done for a couple of weeks, and I keep putting it off, so I haven't been using the journal. So it's nice to finally have it done, even if it's late. And even if I didn't follow the script that I wrote, that's okay. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, wait, no. We came up with a catchphrase last time. What was it?